Ladies and gentlemen, Shukr Alhamdulillah, we are really delighted to welcome our guest of honor, the Right Honorable Premier of Sarawak, to the official launching ceremony of the Borneo International Water and Wastewater Exhibition and Conference 2022 with the theme Sustainability and Resilience through Smart Technology and Innovation and a tagline of Splashing Solutions. A great platform for all water specialists and expertise to gather. Many thanks to the main organizer, the Malaysian Water Association Sarawak, and to our event partners and sponsors, as well as the Ministry of Utility and Telecommunications Sarawak, Sarawak Water Supply Authorities, and special thanks to the Business Events Sarawak for supporting BIWWEC 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, please a big round of applause for all the organizers and sponsors. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, to have more insights on BIWWEC 2022, may we invite on stage Yang Berusaha and Senior Chong Kwet Chian, Chairman of the Malaysian Water Association Sarawak and Organizing Chairman of BIWWEC 2022 to present his welcoming address. Dengan segala hormatnya, dipersilakan.
Thank you, MC. Terima kasih. The Right Honourable Datuk Petinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Haji Abdul Rahman Zohari bin Tun Datuk Abang Haji Openg, Premier of Sarawak. The Honourable Datuk Sri Dr. Sim Kui Hian, Deputy Premier and Minister for Public Health, Housing and Local Government, Sarawak. The Honourable Datuk Haji Julaihi bin Haji Narawi, Minister for Utility and Telecommunications, Sarawak. The Honourable Datuk Sri Lee Kim Shin, Minister of Transport, Sarawak. The Honourable Deputy Ministers, Yang Berbahagia Datuk Sri Dr. Wan Lis bin Wan Omar, State Financial Secretary. Yang Berbahagia Deputies of Sarawak State Secretary, distinguished guests, Yang Berbahagia Dr. Engineer Technologist Muhammad Asri bin Daud, President of Malaysian Water Association, distinguished guests, heads of department, delegates, participants, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm good morning, salam sejahtera, salam Ibu Pertiwiku, and once again, welcome to Sarawak, land of the hornbills. Selamat datang ke Sarawak, bumi kenyalang. First and foremost, my sincere appreciation and gratitude to the Right Honourable Premier of Sarawak for your unwavering support and for presenting the keynote address to launch BIWWEC 2022, making BIWWEC 2022 a prime water and wastewater event in Sarawak, if not in Borneo. I would also like to thank the Honourable Minister and Deputy Minister of Utility and Telecommunication for the strong support given to BIWWEC 2022. The conference theme is Sustainability and Resilience through Smart Technology and Innovation. Datuk Petinggi, I feel, as organizing chair, it is not an understatement to say that the Right Honourable Premier keynote is the major key attraction to BIWWEC 2022. It is indeed our honour here. A round of applause. On behalf of the organizing committee, we extend our warmest welcome to all the participants of this conference, both foreign, national, and local delegates. We are extremely grateful to all of you for your presence here in BIWWEC 2022. It gives a strong mandate in the development of water and wastewater industries in this region, besides being a strong indication that BIWWEC is a relevant and reputable platform for all of us to engage, network, share ideas, innovate, and creating business opportunities and also close collaboration across boundaries. Today we have delegates and speakers from United Kingdom, Netherlands, France, Japan, Cambodia, Indonesia, Singapore, and of course, Malaysia. Sayang kumbang mencari makan, terbang seiri di tepi kali. Selamat datang kami ucapkan, moga diiri restu ilahi. That's a gesture of welcome and bless that everything's in order. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, every organizing committee has many challenges, and this is especially so for the organizing committee of BIWWEC 2022. For information, BIWWEC first humble beginning started in 2011, a biennial event, once in every 2 years, then known as Borneo Water and Wastewater Exhibition and Conference. And today, it has evolved to what is known as Borneo International Water and Wastewater Exhibition and Conference, or more notably known as BIWWEC 2022. We are trying to create a branding here, Dr. Petinggi. This is the 5th installment of the conference with 2 previous postponements in 2020 and 2021 due to the pandemic. There were tough decisions made in 2020 and 2021 to either have the conference virtually in 2020 or as hybrid in 2021. Our committee concluded that the benefits derived from an in-person conference and exhibition is far greater than a fully virtual or hybrid format. And that's why we have postponed to today. As a non-governmental organization, the biggest challenge is finance, and we are extremely grateful to our committee for able to overcome it with the strong support from the Sarawak government and the Business Events Sarawak, thank you, and the Ministry of Utilities and Telecommunications Sarawak. We have principal events partners, exhibitors, and delegates. We originally target for 300 delegates, and the count as of yesterday was 530. And we have, beside that, we have more than 150 trade visitors to the exhibition booth. The exhibition booth were all taken up quickly with many more requests, but due to the space constraint, we are unable to cater for more booths. This, in my humble opinion, indicates that there are many more technologies and innovation to share and plenty of business opportunities in Sarawak. Besides finance, we also face the challenge of competing with a few established regional water and other conferences which are taking place during this period. The conference program is set up in 2 parallel streams, water and wastewater streams. Besides the normal conference, there are plenary and town hall sessions on topics related to the conference theme. BIWWEC 2022 speakers are experts in the field of water and wastewater, and it is our hope that BIWWEC 2022 is able to provide a conducive platform for the sharing of knowledge, experience, technologies, innovation, related to sustainability and resilience, as water is related to crisis, food security, energy, and environment. So it makes sense for us to manage our environment and water well. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, BIWWEC 2022, bearing the theme Sustainability and Resilience through Smart Technology Innovation, emphasis to address integral issues on both water and wastewater challenges faced by the world and offer opportunities for collaboration in innovation that will move us towards advancing a transformation for a promising, sustainable water future. Yesterday, we have gained a lot of information and knowledge sharing from the speakers. We learned from our professional water expert on how important water is at a global level. Ladies and gentlemen, before I conclude, I would like to take this opportunity to thank various sponsors for making this conference a reality, namely Business Events Sarawak, and also our principal event partner, Pansa Berhad, Ibakro Berhad, our diamond sponsors, Weda Resources Siaran Berhad, Empire Setia Siaran Berhad, our gold sponsors, Group Engineers Malaysia Siaran Berhad, AFC Valves Malaysia Siaran Berhad, Exo Technology Siaran Berhad, Wedasa Siaran Berhad, Cipta Wawasan Maju Group Siaran Berhad, Kra Kande Borneo Siaran Berhad. My special appreciation goes to the Ministry of Utility and Telecommunication, Sarawak, and other members of the organizing committee for their advice, views, efforts, and hard work to ensure the success of the conference. Also, not forgetting my appreciation to the heartfelt thanks to all speakers, participants, exhibitors for their contribution to BIWWEC 2022. I wish you all an enriching and rewarding experience here at the conference. And as an added value, BIWWEC 2022 is also providing post-conference experience. And it is our hope that BIWWEC 2022 will have a spin-off for future networking in resolving global water and wastewater challenges. Honorable Premier, at the gala dinner last night, there was a suggestion by President of Malaysian Water Association that perhaps Sarawak could bid for the International Water Congress 2028. And thus, from our conversation earlier, Dato' Petinggi, we have your blessing. We will try our best to do that. Inshallah, we can be successful. Once again, Dato' Petinggi, thank you very much for all your unwavering support. I really appreciate it. And our members, exhibitors, and everybody, we are most delighted that you are able to be with us here today. Thank you. Thank you. And have an enjoyable stay in Kuching. Sekian, terima kasih.
Thank you very much to Yang Barrister and Senior Chong Kwet Chian, the Chairman of the Malaysian Water Association Sarawak and Organizing Chairman of BIWWEC 2022. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, moving on to our next highlight, that is the keynote address. It is now with great honor and pleasure to invite on stage our guest of honor, the Right Honorable Dato' Patinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Haji Abdul Rahman Zohari, Bintu Dato' Abang Haji Openg, Premier of Sarawak, to present his keynote address. Dengan segala hormatnya, dipersilakan.
kasih Puan Pengacara Majlis. Yang berhormat Saudara Datuk Seri Dr. Sim Kuhian, Timbalan Premier Sarawak. Yang berhormat Saudara Datuk Haji Julaihi bin Haji Narawi, Minister of Utility and Telecommunication Sarawak. Yang berhormat Saudara Datuk Seri Lee Kim Chin, Minister of Transport Sarawak. Yang berhormat Timbalan Menteri. Yang berbahagia Datuk Seri Dr. Wan Lis. Berbahagia Dr. Haji Muhammad Asari bin Daud, President of Malaysian Water Association. Yang berusaha Encik Chang Kwet Sian, Chairman of the Malaysian Water Association Sarawak, and Organizing Chairman of Borneo International Water and Wastewater Exhibition and Conference 2022, distinguished speakers, distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen. Pertama, saya ingin hendak mengucapkan penghargaan dan terima kasih kepada pihak penganjur kerana menjemput saya pada hari ini dan memberi saya penghormatan untuk meresmikan konferens yang sangat penting, khususnya daripada perspektif air. Saya mengambil kesempatan ini untuk mengucapkan tahniah dan syabas kepada Malaysian Water Association Sarawak kerana dapat menganjur dan menghimpunkan pakar-pakar kita dalam bidang ini. I would also like to join to welcome all the foreign delegates to Sarawak and to share knowledge, at the same time to identify direction for us to work towards 2030 and beyond on the question of water and also the impact of water on life. Today, I just want to share my views on water, life, and environment. Water connects the environment with our livelihoods, improving access to clean water, especially in areas vulnerable to water scarcity, alleviates poverty, improves health, and is a precondition for improved quality of life. In July 2010, as you know, the United Nations passed a resolution explicitly recognizing the human right to water and sanitation. The resolution requires all UN member states to provide financial resources, technology, and capacity to help countries provide safe, clean, accessible, and affordable drinking water and sanitation for all. Beyond the traditional use of water, now we have to look at water as a resource towards decarbonization, as the world attempts to find an alternative source of energy to fossil fuel to reverse climate change. Ladies and gentlemen, millions of people die every year, including millions of children, from water-related diseases such as malaria and diarrhea. Water is essential not only to health but also to poverty reduction, food security, peace and human rights, ecosystems, and education. The lack of clean water and proper sanitation undermines prosperity and efforts towards a more sustainable future. As population grows and natural environments become degraded, ensuring everyone has safe and sufficient water supply is becoming increasingly challenging. A major part of the solution is to produce less pollution and improve the way we manage wastewater. Across the world, safely reused wastewater is grossly undervalued as a potentially affordable and sustainable source of water, energy, nutrients, and other recoverable materials. There are many treatment processes and operational systems that use wastewater in municipal activities, in sustainable agriculture, energy production, and industrial development. The positive impacts on water quality and supply by increasing wastewater recycling and safe reuse will drive progress in public health, environmental sustainability, and economic development by providing new business opportunities and creating more green jobs. Wastewater is a valuable source of both water and nutrient contents for crops, contributing to water and food security and livelihood improvements. Improved wastewater management can improve the health of agricultural workers by reducing the risk of pathogen exposure. Industry is a major water consumer and wastewater discharger. Both consume and discharge. Many businesses are now using some of their processed water for cooling or heating and using rainwater for toilet flushing, irrigation, or vehicle washing. Water and wastewater management is at the core of sustainable development and is critical for socio-economic development, healthy ecosystem, and human survival. It is vital for reducing the diversion of global resources to stem the spread of waterborne diseases and improving the health, welfare, and productivity of population. Ladies and gentlemen, water is also at the heart of adaptation to climate change, serving as the crucial link between the climate system, human society, and the environment. The need for clean energy alternatives to reduce the impact of climate change encourages us to look at hydrogen as a potential new energy carrier. Hydrogen is now viewed by governments and industries as a viable alternative to the traditional fossil fuel-based energy industries. Sarawak is currently Malaysia's largest provider of renewable energy for a population of almost 3 million across Sarawak and also parts of Indonesian Kalimantan. In fact, 70% of the total generation mix is from our hydro resources, which can be harnessed to produce low-carbon hydrogen. This provides an ideal setting for enabling the hydrogen economy in Sarawak, and hence hydrogen research study was initiated as pioneering step to explore, innovate, and produce green hydrogen as a solution for the commercial and public application of hydrogen and fuel cell technology. The economic transition to an equitable, net zero emission and sustainable future is both one of the most pressing challenges and greatest responsibilities we have in front of us as a society today. More than ever, we seek evidence-based insights, high-quality data, and advanced analytics to support strategies when linking sustainability and performance. Data is an increasingly valuable resource, dubbed as the new oil. In fact, a renewable resource that can provide economic value and drive environmental and energy sustainability. Big data will play a vital role in environmental and energy sustainability, protecting the environment and natural resources, and assessing environmental risk. Take aqueduct, for example. This water risk mapping tool was designed to monitor and calculate water risks around the world, relying on big data, such as water quality, water quantity, and other changing regulatory issues. Ladies and gentlemen, big data will enable environmental sustainability and security by giving the world the opportunity to better understand its demand for energy, for food, and of course for water. Among the many benefits of big data for sustainability is function in the enforcement of regulatory practices around the world, in keeping track of their emission, reaching renewable energy goal as they raise standards of sustainability in all sectors. For example, I was told it takes 2,000 liters of water to produce the food necessary to feed one person for a single day. The application of big data for agriculture is critical, given the average rate of resource consumption and growing scarcity. Big data is indispensable in managing the environmental and energy sustainability challenges and issues. Sustainable water management by integrating digital solutions is an ideal strategy for maintaining future water resources that include increasing water supply and managing the way we use fresh water to sustain economic growth for current and future generations. With increasing complexity in water system and management, there is growing potential and need to adopt transformative digital solutions. Digital technologies offer unlimited potential to transform water system, helping utilities become more resilient, innovative, and efficient, and in turn helping them build a stronger and more economically viable foundation for the future. Ladies and gentlemen, exploiting the value of data, automation, and artificial intelligence allows water utilities to extend water resources, reduce non-revenue water, expand infrastructure life cycle, provide the basis for financial security, and more. In addition, digital technology will not be enough to resolve the water-related challenges. Both private and public sector will need to bring in a culture of innovation while working out how to scale their digital technology solutions. Digital technologies and innovation are at the forefront of solving water quantity and quality challenges. Solutions such as artificial intelligence and blockchain are helping to vastly improve our understanding of surface and groundwater supplies, how infrastructure is managed, and how communication with customers and consumers on water quantity and quality is managed. Bearing the theme of sustainability and resilience through smart technology innovation, I'm sure the Borneo International Water and Wastewater Exhibition and Conference 2022 will achieve the aim to work on active solutions and synergistic efforts to overcome challenges of water and wastewater needs in Borneo and eventually benefit everyone from many fruitful and enriching discussions. Conserving water is important because it keeps water pure and clean while protecting the environment. Conserving water means using water supply wisely and responsibly. As every individual depends on water for livelihood, we must learn how to keep our limited supply of water pure and away from pollution. It takes both public awareness and effective education, as well as the necessary laws to protect water from unjudicial use. We should learn from the water crisis in other countries so that we can appreciate the benefits of water and do not arbitrarily pollute our rivers to ensure the sustainability of our water supply in the future is more secure. The challenge for governments, not only in developing regulation, but all policy instruments, is to move toward more result-oriented policies. Regulatory drafting, implementation, monitoring, and enforcement should be designed to maximize the potential for target groups to achieve substantive policy goals. Now I share with you Sarawak's way forward. Through its post-COVID-19 Development Strategy 2030, PCDS 2030, Sarawak aims to balance economic growth with a responsible approach towards utilization of natural resources and integration of climate adaptation and mitigation plan. This approach prioritizes the sustainable use of land and ocean resources for economic growth, improve livelihoods and jobs, while preserving the health of the land and ocean ecosystem. In line with sustainable development principles and commitments towards climate adaptation, various initiatives will be implemented, such as to maintain more than 50% forest and tree cover. Actually, our target is 60%. I have asked them to increase by 10%. Establish an integrated watershed management policy to conserve and protect water resources, increase urban green spaces, and prioritize green mobility solutions, including developing fuel cell technology. There are many factors contributing to the state of the present water supply system issues, and they include inadequate treatment plant capacities, insufficient treatment plant and raw material water resources, inefficient water treatment processes, inadequate treated water storages, aged pipelines, sedang pecah sudah kotan lama, lack of interlinked networks, poor soil condition, and high non-revenue water, among others. These are the challenges of the Sarawak government. To address these issues holistically and systematically, Sarawak government has introduced water supply grid system, spanning across the whole state of Sarawak for the purpose of providing reliable, sustainable, and resilient water supply to address the short-term, medium-term, and long-term demand towards the year 2070. I'm not sure whether I'm around or not. This 2070. But it has to start somewhere. An initial funding of 4 billion ringgit is allocated for the implementation of the first phase of the program that shall be in place by 2025. And this 4 billion, I cannot rely on federal government. I have to find the money myself. Meanwhile, the state is also implementing the Sarawak Alternative Water Supply Programs, or SAWAS, to serve isolated communities with stand-alone treated water supply system, which otherwise would take years to have access to clean water. The implementation of SAWAS is one of the initiatives towards achieving 100% water supply coverage by 2025 in Sarawak. Ladies and gentlemen, I just came back from Japan. I had the opportunity of discussing with the renowned world speakers on water and hydrogen. And I had the opportunity to find out the alternative of producing hydrogen from water. As you know, water H2O has to be split between hydrogen and oxygen. At the moment, you need about 60 kilowatt hour to produce 1 kilogram of hydrogen. And we have done our research in Sarawak together with Petronas, where we reduce the need of power to split H2O into hydrogen and oxygen from 60 kilowatt hour to 38 kilowatt hour. If this is possible, then there is a reduction in the cost of supplying hydrogen. The next issue is how to carry hydrogen in terms of logistics. Of course, some school of thought says it is through ammonia. Then you have to crack your ammonia for the power plant. But in Japan, I found out a new process without cracking. This is a very innovative process. Only about 6 months ago, they found this technology. They call it MCH. I'm not a scientist. I do not know what is MCH. But what I know, I have to go to Google, and Google told me it is a methyl cyclohexane process. Meaning you don't have to crack, the water is just split, and straight you produce hydrogen. This is innovation. And Sarawak is adopting that process. This is disruption, and therefore I can see the vision in the future. You have your fresh water, you have your wastewater. I'm sure you can purify your wastewater. If you get rid of the impurities, it becomes clean water. And there you produce hydrogen. And hydrogen is the way forward for us to meet the climate problem. Sarawak will do it. And I hope you will help us to produce it. With that, once again, I want to express my deepest appreciation to Engineer Chang Kwet Sian, the Chairman of the Malaysian Water Association Sarawak, for organizing this conference, and of course, the 2028, we support it. But when you calculate the figures, 2028 is another 6 years. I need the mandate from people to continue. It is beyond 5 years. And I hope the GPS government will be still there and work with you to have this conference and explore the value of water that will prolong life and humanity. With that, I officially, this conference open. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And may we invite our guest of honor to please remain on stage. And also may we invite our distinguished guests at the front row to join and accompany our guest of honor on stage for us to proceed with the symbolic launching of BIWWEC 2022. The more the merrier on stage, definitely, to witness this official launching ceremony, or rather the symbolic launching ceremony of BIWWEC 2022. So ladies and gentlemen, let's focus our attention to the stage and on the screen later on, alright? And for this, dengan segala hormatnya dipersilakan the Right Honourable Premier of Sarawak to symbolically insert the BIWWEC 2022 logo onto the platform. Dengan segala hormatnya dipersilakan in 3, 2, 1.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Flashing solutions and amazing 3D multimedia features of Burung Kenyalang, the phenomenal hornbills of Sarawak, and that marks the official launching of the Borneo International Water and Wastewater Exhibition and Conference 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, our next highlight is the MOU exchange ceremony between Malaysian Water Association Sarawak Branch and the Institutions of Engineers Malaysia Sarawak Branch in conjunction with BIWWEC 2022 to be witnessed by the Right Honourable Premier of Sarawak. First, may we invite on stage yang berbahagia Datuk Insinyur Janang Anak Bongsu Chairman of IEM Sarawak. Dengan segala hormatnya dipersilakan. Ladies and gentlemen, let's begin the MOU exchange ceremony. Representing MWA Sarawak is the chairman, yang berusaha Engineer Chongkwet Sian, and representing IAM Sarawak is the chairman Yang Berbahagia Dato' Engineer Janang Anak Bongsu. And this MOU is witnessed by the Right Honourable Premier of Sarawak and the rest of distinguished guests on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, the MOU is to collaborate and develop the technical interchange through mutual assistance between MWA Sarawak and IEM Sarawak. Congratulations to MWA Sarawak and IEM Sarawak. The MOU exchange ceremony witnessed by the Right Honourable Premier of Sarawak in conjunction with BIWWEC 2022. Another big round of applause, please, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, next is the memento presentation dedicated to the Right Honourable Premier of Sarawak from the main organizer of BIWWEC 2022. Silakan. Yang berusaha, Chairman of MWA Sarawak is also the OC of BIWWEC 2022 to present this special memento to the Right Honourable Premier of Sarawak. Ladies and gentlemen, the memento is a painted water droplet rendition by Anthony Liu, an angel from Heart Treasures who loves to draw and paint despite being diagnosed as autistic and hearing impairment. Congratulations. So let's have a photo session on stage with our guest of honor on stage and the rest of distinguished guests. Silakan. A big round of applause, please, ladies and gentlemen, for our guest of honor. And let's have another round of photo session on the floor with our guest of honor and the rest of distinguished guests. Silakan terlebih dahulu to please kindly be seated. And may we have our photographers to be on standby, to be on stage, to capture this moment here at the official launching ceremony of BIWWEC 2022. Let's do another round of photo session with our guest of honor. Silakan, a photographer.